So there was a scientist.
Do I want to do like like the person talking in the vent? I like that one. I want to say it again.
Okay. You don't want, I have a good one about scientist.
Scientists about what?
How he invents a machine.
A machine that does what?
I can tell you the story. It'll be very scary.
Okay.
We'll do the vent tomorrow.
No.
You want the vent today?
Yeah.
Fine. So, so the family, as we said in the last story, they moved into the house, and the kids kept hearing the noise coming from the vent that was in their room. They kept saying, do you remember? What was the word that kept whispering and howling through the vent?
Sálvame. I know.
Sálvame.
Yeah, and I don't know what's happening to a human. I don't know why it's saying, help me.
Sálvame.
I don't know what's wrong with that human.
So the kids Google to see what that word is, and it means help me. And the kids are petrified. They go to sleep, and the little brother says to the big brother, well, maybe tonight there won't be any noises coming from the vent. And the big brother looked to his little brother and said, it's already started.
What does that mean?
And the little brother said, what do you mean? And the big brother said, I took a ladder and I put my ear up against the vent, and I heard.
Was it like this?
Yes, I heard the noise. I heard the whispering. Sálvame is coming through the vents.
Wait, was it like a human in a chair wrapped around with those masks that you can't breathe? You can just do it.
Sálvame. And this night it was even louder. The vent actually started to shake.
Was it like this? Well, that's really shaky.
And then they both were crying. They both were petrified. And then the vent all of a sudden broke from the wall, from the ceiling. It fell to the floor. And an arm came out of the vent. And the kids started screaming. Ah, ah,
and who came out of the vent?
And then they were so scared. They were both in one bed underneath the blankets, screaming for their mom and dad. And they waited what seems to be an eternity. And then the big brother, trying to be brave, peeked out of the blanket. And there was somebody there, standing there just watching them, standing right next to them, next to the bed.
What did like the human look like?
It was a little kid, a little girl, long hair, white skin, but very white. As white as your pillow.
I thought it was really white. It's like this white.
Yeah, it's very white. And then the brother said, while they were crying, what do you want with us? What do you want with us? And the little girl said, Sálvame. Save you from what? Save you from what? And they look at her, and she's pointing to their closet. She's just pointing at the closet. And they said, "Leave us alone." And she yelled out, "Sálvame ahora."
That's so loud.
And they said, "Oh my gosh." Oh. And then they got out of bed and they opened up the closet and she was there and she nodded yes. She nodded yes to them. And they said, "What do you want? There's nothing here." And she pointed to the the back of the closet. And she pointed vigorously, very forcefully. And the little brothers went and they looked and they saw closely there was a little door. It was a secret door in the closet.
I think it's fairy tale because if you see a little door that is brown, light brown, then it's fairy tale. Was it light brown? Tell me.
It was light brown.
Oh, then that means fairy tale.
And then they opened up the door.
And then when you open the door, you say sprinkles. There's a lot of sprinkles in fairy tale.
They opened up the door and it was a dark, no sprinkles, a dark little channel, a little tunnel. And they crawled in there, as frightened as they were, but they knew they could not, because that little girl was scarier than that tunnel, and she was just kept saying, "Sálvame, sálvame, sálvame ahora." And then they go through the tunnel and they find that it leads them to a secret room. And inside that secret room, they found a little girl. They found that same little girl. And they turned around to see where the little girl was that was saying "Sálvame." She disappeared. She was gone. She was gone. No more "Sálvame," no more nothing. They didn't see her. They didn't hear her. And then they look forward and then they see the same little girl. They go up to her and they try to shake her. And they can't shake her. So they run out of there. She won't wake up, so they run out of there. They go through the tunnel. They come back through their closet. And they go and get their parents and tell them about what they found in the secret room. The little girl in the afterlife, she spoke to her brother, to the little brothers, to go save her, because she was lying lifeless in the little tunnel room.
What did you
Say something too. This is the end of the video.
the end of the video? Like and subscribe.
Or else what?
Else that little girl is gonna say "Sálvame" every time when you look at her.
Good one.